Oh. Oh. Okay. It didn't add my title. I'm gonna see if I can add my title. Right. Cool. Okay, hello! Welcome to Soul Chats with Sarah. And I was sitting with my guides and I was like, what do we need to talk about? Okay, we need to talk about this current energy that I believe we're all feeling at the moment. I can't see comments. Oh, maybe I will be able to see comments. I'll just say hello in there. Oh yeah, I will be able to. Okay. We are in a time of great change, as many of you in here know. I'm trying to think of the best way to deliver this. So we have multiple timelines, right? Multiple possible trajectories of our futures. Hi, Julie. And the way I see it, the way I see our timelines is, you know, if you had one of those balls that had electricity in it and the electricity was all going everywhere, that's kind of how I see it. Now, what I'm going to be talking about might not feel true for you, but this is what's come through for me, for our collective, because I've been sitting with these weird feelings for days now, and I'm like, what is this? Tuned in, and it's effectively, our timeline is colliding with our new timeline. Our old timeline is now collapsing, and we are getting ready to step into this new timeline. Now, this merge I'm getting will be final within the next 12 months. Now, that is not to say there won't be a new timeline after that that's going to be most optimal for us all to then step into. But for now, we are shifting this very old paradigm that we're currently all in. We're stepping into the new. And I'm feeling a lot of fear and uncertainty around this because I've been feeling it for days. This fear for our future and this uncertainty of where are we going as a planet? Like, is this life, what are we all meant to be doing right now? Okay? And it felt off to me. It felt heavy, it felt off. So I know many people are experiencing this deep fear. I mean, you only have to look at what's happening with the planet to get a sense of the fear. But this is all going to be coming to completion. And what else were they saying? Okay, so they were saying we need to work on our vibrations daily, okay? If you have okay, I'll give you an example. For me, an old pain came up. Loss, losing my children, not just from this lifetime, other lifetimes. I was feeling a deep, deep sadness, almost like a deep depression, a mourning, and it was horrible. And I was like, why am I feeling like this? And I spoke to a colleague, and you know, we pulled it out, what it was, and it was the loss of a child that keeps trying to come back to me in this lifetime, and she hasn't had that opportunity. So I had to go and heal that. I did that last night. I met with her in spirit with some of my other guides, and we did a bit of a ritual, and I feel so much better today. Now, this is going to be different for all of you. I think a lot of old stuff is coming up for a lot of you. There's a very heavy heart energy going on. But once this merge of this timeline is complete, this round, there's going to be a sense of, you know, like we can breathe. Oh, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, things are getting better. Life's gonna get easier. We're gonna start to be able to manifest easier, okay? So all of this isn't for nothing, all right? I pulled a card on this, and I do have more to say. The core message here is not to fear, because if we stay stuck in fear, we're gonna stay stuck in this timeline for longer. So light workers have a real job to do at the moment in completing your mission, which is to hold that light for others. And that means helping others not fall into the fear. So the card I got was the Jaguar. This is for anyone watching this at any time. And Jaguar has some medicine for us. What in your life needs to be released? What have you carried around with you for far too long, which is ready to be let go of once and for all? Jaguar Medicine is available to heal the fear so you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadows and end the shadow games that you may have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. So we're seeing this a lot at the moment. This year, we're having a lot of people fall away from our lives. It's happened to me in my business consistently this year. Every time I have an up level or set a new boundary, someone falls away. Okay, now we could buy into this, or we could look into the shadow aspect of us and go, okay, what was so hurtful about that? What was my trigger? Did I feel unworthy because this person left my life? Did I feel guilty because I left this person behind? And really allowing ourselves to process that emotion so it doesn't stick and stay with us for too long. Okay, what else did they have to say? Let me just check. Okay, those in resistance, those in resistance to this change will suffer more deeply. Okay, so I was in resistance for a few days here. I couldn't quite pinpoint what was going on for me. But I knew that in order to move through that pain, I had to become aware of it. Okay? Yes, Julie. This is so important. So when we're in resistance, everything feels like shit, basically. That's the simplest way to put it. Everything feels like shit. It feels like nothing's working. We're going to start noticing all the horrible things that are going on instead of all the good things. And we really need to be in gratitude for what we have right now. The people that are in our lives that we love and who love us. The planet and what she gifts to us on a daily basis. And we've been ignoring her for far too long. And she is ready to ascend. And she is on her journey of ascension. And she is waiting for us to all step up and go, yes, it is time to stop playing these games. It is time to stop buying into old friggin' stories because they're old now. They're done. It's time to start looking after her. It's time to start looking after each other. What else did they have to say? We're in the last big push. Many of us are feeling that. It feels, hi darling! It feels kind of dark. It feels kind of heavy. It feels, there's this energy like, ooh, what's the point of it all? Okay, and this is exactly what I was getting over the weekend. I wasn't even sure if it was mine because I'm an empath, and a lot of you empaths are going to be struggling very deeply with this energy because we're picking up on collective fear, on people who are deeply depressed. We're having a lot of people exit the earth at this time, and that is going to continue for the next 12 months while we clear the energy. I don't mean to say that in such a neutral way, but you know, we are all contracted to come into and exit this planet in our own good time, and that is exactly what happens. So those of us who are feeling this energy, we gotta hold our shit together, okay? We've got to work on our vibrations. What else did they say? Look deep into our triggers. Do not buy into the fear. So I was buying into the fear energy over the weekend, and that's why I felt depressed. I was picking up on all this fear, on all the shit going on. My elderly parents watch the news every day, so I'm seeing all this stuff on their tally. I got to stop watching their news, okay? Now, that doesn't mean to say we become dissonant to what's happening on the planet. We know what's happening on the planet. We can feel it as empaths, and we can hold that light. We can teach others. We can heal others. Whatever your purpose here is, you are a light worker. You are here to help others move through the fear. You are here to help others look at their shadows and move through them so that we can all ascend into this new timeline, okay? For the highest good of everyone. Hi, Desiree. Thank you. It makes sense. Yes. And look, the energy's still a bit heavy. Me and a couple of ladies, we're going to be doing a powerful ritual. Never done it before. Calling in all of these beings. It's going to be really cool to help us to help us ascend into this new timeline with a bit more ease, because at the moment it feels like this jagged energy and there's a lot of struggle around it. We're being invited to stay grounded, not lose faith. This is the beginning of wonderful things. Each wave that we experience, and we're all experiencing it, increases our collective vibrational frequency. I'm just reading my notes here that I literally just channeled for a post I'm going to be putting out after this live. This is going to allow us to step through a portal of change. So you each have a very important part to play. You have a role to play in this, okay? You didn't just come here to observe life, if that makes sense. Okay. Hold the light. It's going to get easier. Manifesting is going to get easier. If you're an empath, you'll be experiencing this so deeply. Work with your triggers. Stay anchored. Stay protected. Disconnect from others regularly. Don't fall into the fear. Nothing is actually wrong, and it's all working out for the greater good. It's time to live your purpose. So I know for me, it felt like something was wrong for days now. It's like something's wrong. What is this? But connecting in, it's because we each now have to leave that old paradigm, those old timelines and those old stories behind, and consciously choose this new portal of, step into this portal of change. Okay, and it's going to make it easier for everyone else. And we're not just doing this for ourselves, we're doing this for our children. These beautiful new earth children who are here, like my son, who is labeled as autistic, but we are seeing a lot of these children come into this planet to help show us, who might still be stuck in those old paradigms, that there is a possibility to live differently. And don't get me started on school systems. That is one of the institutions that I would love to see have big changes over the next 12 months. And what we can all do as we hold the light and ascend, we're going to help these institutions ascend in their own way, see differently, try support these children with behavioral issues, with different ways of seeing and thinking about the world. Okay? If we can nourish that and nurture that for our children and their children, we are going to see so much change a lot quicker, because we're going to be raising these beautiful starseed children who already come to this planet with these knowings on how to live a better way, not the way we've been doing it. It feels good to get that off my chest. Hi, Amy. I'm sending you so much love, darling. Oh my gosh. Beautiful Amy has the big C. Not the old big C, the new big C. If that makes sense. Oh, and again, I believe that we have cures for many things that haven't been put out there into the planet. I can't talk a lot. I have to be careful about what I say on this platform, obviously, which is why I'm also over on Telegram, where I am so uncensored. And I'm going to put the link to my Telegram group. It's called Disclosure with Sarah. I'm going to put the link to my Telegram group in this comment, because a lot of you are being censored. I'm being censored here. I'm constantly being restricted on this platform. I think there's new platforms popping up. I'm trying to feel into the one that's going to most support me in my mission at the moment. Yeah. Amy, I have something I'm going to send you when I hop off this. Okay, so I think that's everything. If you missed the start, maybe go back to that, because Jaguar came in to give you some medicine and it was so perfect. It was about fear and uncertainty and calling in Jaguar Medicine to help you. A lot of us are being pulled back to our lineages, our ancient lineages are coming forward, and your gifts are being reawakened, like very shamanic ways, those old ways, those ancient ones that we are connected to either by blood or other lifetimes. That beautiful magic is coming through a lot of you, and you might find that you can now do things you never used to be able to do. Maybe your healing abilities are just turned on. Your psychic senses might be going like really strong. Yeah, all the things, all the cool things. And just a reminder, this Thursday in this group, which is Wednesday evening for you ladies in the US, I'm coming in to do a masterclass for empaths and introverts who doubt themselves so that you can step more fully into your purpose in this life, and actually start getting clients, okay? Because there's a lot of blocks there for empaths and introverts because we're highly sensitive souls, and I've been through all the blocks, and I'm currently releasing blocks as they come up. So I'm going to guide you through that session. We're going to do a clearing at the end. So yeah, I'm going to put the link to sign up for that too so that you get an email before I go live so you don't miss it. And thanks for hanging out with me, ladies. It was so beautiful. Amy, I'm going to message you just now. All right, ladies, sending you so much love. Bye.